Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. I'm doing okay. Today we're going to try this live streaming situation again. My camera seems to not want to do what I need to do. So hopefully you all are doing well. You had a great weekend. We're going to be playing around with this situation right here. And I went online to look at um, a few go-bys. I didn't see many. I saw people using a regular circle die and folding it over. So I mean, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and just go into it. It has a lot of pieces. I think for me, if I were to ask how could the company improve, if there was improvement on specific things, I think that I would probably say that I would like it to have how many come in the set. Not people keep all their stuff together. And so it'd be nice to be able to see what actually you have in the set, how many pieces. So you got a little bow, you got this little Momenta Polaroid, this little double cut piece. You have an arrow, a star, this like clipboard thing. You have another little semi tag. And then you have, I guess, the meat and potatoes, which would be the outside piece, the layering piece. Good morning, Nick. Hopefully you're doing well today. Um, you have this, and then you have page additions, things that you can add to the page. So what we're gonna do is, I think um, we're just gonna go through it and work on it. I haven't had much thought on this actual piece of equipment, these dies. I'm going to be using a hand crank. I did not poor time management on my part. I was doing something else this morning. Um, Not saying that it was more important or less important. I was just doing something a little bit different this morning than my normal prep because I had said that I was going to try to do a quote unquote premiere video. But I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and try out this live stream situation and see what happens because I think a lot of people probably were not truly happy that I was like, we're gonna do a premiere video. I mean, I understand it, but speaking from where I'm coming from, it's hard for me to really be excited when the internet's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So hopefully that makes sense. I think we're gonna try and use some pages out of this kit right here. It is called For the Record, and I think I'm gonna use a black cardstock as the base, and then we'll use those other pieces to layer it. So I'm guessing we're only going to use a few pages. We need front and back, so that's one. We need the spine, and then these pages will attach. Now, I don't have a clue, full disclosure, I have no clue how we're actually going to do this today because I don't know the process of this particular situation. And we're just going to work through it, okay? So I'm just folding over some paper, and this is some pretty thick cardstock. So yeah, good morning, Samara. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully you had a great weekend. So I'm just tearing this, and I'm just going to eyeball it. So I think we can get 2 sheets. So we can get 4 total, right? So get these two, and I maybe even be able to use this at some point. So I'm going to just go ahead and take the sheet of paper and fold it in half. Now, this is a small, tiny album. It is not huge at all, not a big piece of anything, honestly. So, yeah, this should be very interesting to see. I kind of wish it was small enough for my smaller plates because that would be great. I haven't been shopping lately online, anything like that. I've been so, oh, it will work. Look, yeah, we're going to use that one instead of this big one. because I don't have a lot of brand new um, sheets. I have, when I say sheets, I mean these things right here. I don't have a lot of those in a larger format. I had went online and ordered some through a second hand person. So I have a lot of these and I got them for a really good, in my opinion, a good deal. But the lady was rude to me because I didn't leave a feedback as soon as I got them. I like to open up the stuff and then look at the things to make sure it's actually what it says it is before I go and say, "Oh yeah, it was a great process. This was an amazing transaction." And she was rude. She was like, "You've had it for 2 or 3 days now." I opened the package and something was missing out. But by then it was too late because she had already complained and closed it. Like if you use Macari, they don't get their money right away. They have to wait until you leave a review for them to get their cash, which I understand how she could have felt. But what if I had something going on in my life and I couldn't be like, "Oh yeah, I got some craft supplies. It was amazing, blah 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 blah." I just don't know um, how and why people can be people sometimes the way they are, very peoply. So we're gonna just set this here, and I am going to use a larger machine since I folded the paper a little bit, larger. All right. So hopefully y'all had a great weekend and you enjoyed your 4th of July if you celebrate 4th of July. It was on Macari. Macari is where I got the die cut the these thingamajigs for. Can't think of the name right now, but yeah. I just felt, semi insulted is a good word. All right, so I just did something I shouldn't have done, but that's okay. We got one. Oh no, no, no. We need a two, three. So I should have ran it twice, but that's okay. Three, four. So we're gonna make our. I think we need one more set, and of course, one little thing didn't want to go through, so I'm gonna put it back in and run it through. Yeah, it was on Macari. What is her name? I think it's Aisha DIY. Aisha. She makes jewelry. She's in a jewelry collab that I'm in. She always has like amazing finds from Macari. And I was like, I'm gonna go in there and see if I have the same experience that she had. And the answer is absolutely not. It wasn't bad experience. It just wasn't a very great, fruitful venture for me. I've been burned by a few people on Macari. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop using. It's just that it hasn't been the greatest time for me. This one lady was selling some. I've been looking for that. Is it Betsy? One of the Julie Nutting dolls from the Beach collection from for forever, and she had supposedly all of them. And what she sent me in the mail was a glitter tray, and I was like, I just want to cancel the transaction. And yeah, I didn't leave her for that lady. I didn't leave a response. I've been do. Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with people, because people are jerks in general, right? People are jerks when it comes to certain things. I've had bad experiences before, and I've contacted the person like, this is not what you said it was. I'm going to report you, on eBay or whatever. And it's like, you're right. Please don't report me. I'll refund you the money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I've had great experiences with the secondhand online purchases. So I've had more great experiences than I have had crap experiences. But in general, let's see, we got four. I just felt like the lady, she could have did better. That's all I'll say on that note. Yeah, and so I try not to really get upset too much because I've had bad experiences in all forms. I've had bad experience. I just opened a package that I ordered a couple of weeks ago from Walmart, and it looks like they got it from their AliExpress bin and just threw it in a thing. I had ordered a Dremel. I got the Dremel and then the pieces to go to the Dremel. It's just in a plastic bag, no order form, no nothing. It's just there. And that could be off-putting in itself when you order something from a big box company or a big brand and it looks like total crap when you receive it. So uh, that was not good. Yep. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to run it through the side, but let's see. Yeah, it's not. It's some of I think the way they design these folders are to only go a certain way. Like, don't do it a different way than the company suggested it. But I'm not here to talk about that at all. I want to talk about Berry Crafty Bonet or Berry Crafty. She sent me a picture of some strawberries from Dollar Tree. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree where I went to, I wasn't intending on going to just the Dollar Tree. I need to go to the GameStop and the phone store because my phone. I have a new phone, but I haven't changed the phone yet. So the new phone is like on its last leg. I mean, the old phone is on its last leg. The battery doesn't stay charged. It's just I don't receive text messages for a day or so afterwards. I don't get notifications, and if I don't hear the notification, I'm not on my phone checking to see if I got messages because as Kelly Pickler says, I'm out living my life. So I don't mess with my phone too often. As I've gotten older, I've realized that it's not as important as other things, right? So I don't mess with the phone that much, right? So I had to go to the phone place, GameStop, and Dollar General. I mean Dollar Tree. So I go to the Dollar Tree, and she had showed me these strawberry things. I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to make some things, but they didn't have them in stock when I went. And I also that's when I no, that's not when I was gonna say that's when I went to the um that was not. I was gonna say that's when I went to what's that place called? What's that place called? Hobby Lobby, but it's not. It was a different occasion, I believe. Maybe it was the same one, but they didn't have any. And I haven't been watching a lot of videos and things like that. I haven't been in any mental zone to like veg out like I normally do. And I think just because in the morning time I'm doing something different. So my normal routine normally is I wake up, I watch YouTube, or I do something, watch YouTube, get my son ready for school, and then I'll come home and do whatever I need to do. So like on Tuesdays, I take him to school and I come home, or I'll stop at McDonald's and get me a caramel frappe, come home, and then I'll do my thing, and then I'll get ready for video. So we got a lot of these now, so we don't need seeds. See, this is kind of small, right? This is small, but that's okay. I think if you wanted to do this, you wouldn't need these dies. You could get a larger, you could definitely get a larger circle. If you have a die cutting machine, electronic one like a Cricut or whatever, you can get a larger one and make it bigger because this thing measures like 2.5 inches by, let's see, by 5. So it's pretty small, right? And now we're just going to take these pages. See, we're recycling, and we're going to just run them in like this. Now, this is the weird part, I guess, because you got to take these and fold them over, fold the pages over and glue them down or tape them down. So this is the hinge. And I think a lot of people may be worried about how people are using their um, concept or ideas and making it. But you literally, I think what we'll do is do a, we'll make our own as well. I'll do some circle cuts on the machine and we'll come back, not today, but maybe Friday. I do want to say, I don't think if the internet pops in and out, I'm going to try to just do one live stream and we'll deal with it. Like if it dies out, I'll come. I promise. I know I said this last Friday, but I was just so frustrated. I'll come back if it plops out on us, and then um, I'll come back, and then we'll finish the project. But if you're this is the thing, if you are attempting to grow your channel, grow your content or whatever, and I'm really taking this very serious, I'm taking this a lot more serious than I have in the past, even though Nix has been on me for a minute now, telling me I should, be monetized, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, I'm trying my best to just be more focused and be more mindful of that. So I do have some announcements to make. I do have a second channel. I'm not sure if you all would be interested in it. It's a gaming channel. I have nothing on there right now, but if you are interested in it, in the future, I will have the information description box if you're interested. But right now, it's just a naked channel with nothing really on it, but it will be. And I play The Sims mostly, Sims 4, amongst other things. And it's just going to be me doing gameplay and talking trash and telling stories. So, simulation. The Sims is a simulation game, and so it kind of mimics real life, and then it doesn't because it's a game. So we got to keep that in mind. All right. So we did that. Now we're going to take our smaller piece and layer it. And let's see. Just want to count them real quick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably too much for us. That's okay. We'll have some left over. So this is going to be our layer piece right here. Okay. So we got these two. Now we just need these. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you that I have played The Sims since I lived since 2000. No, since 19. The Sims that I played with the people, I've played since 1997 or 8, whenever it first came out. The other Sims I started playing in high school. My photography teacher got me involved in it. So I'm gonna tell y'all this story. Now I stay home and I take care of the family, right? Yesterday morning, I go to Wally World, right? I put a bunch of junk in my cart. So I'm gonna show you these pictures while I talk, right? I think we're gonna use this as the cover. So I go to Walmart and I get ready to check out. It's no cashier working at the register to check you out. I think they're trying to get their back to school crap together, and it's a bunch of people huddled together talking, and it's managers, because it was early morning. It was like 7 something in the morning. And I am furious. Let me tell you why I'm furious. Because I don't freaking work at Walmart, right? I don't work at Walmart. I I don't want to check myself out. If I want to check myself out, I would go online and do my online purchases like I normally do. So I don't like that. I know a lot of people like, oh, I like to get in and get out. No, because we're erasing the employment situation for people, right? Oh no, we can't cut this one up. Remember I did that project when I showed y'all the paper that I had found, the wrapping paper I had found at the Ross? Here we go. Something similar to that. So we're going to use this. We don't need a whole bunch of this. So we need roughly 2.5 inches cut. Yeah, I didn't like that. Like they had no registers open. Yes, they normally. Oh yeah, I love The Sims. I love The Sims. I've been playing it for forever. Um, for a long time. I played it before they had people in the game. Sim City in high school. My photography teacher got me. She's like, "You'll like this." Yeah, it was after 7 though, cause my, husband was like, "Walmart is open right now." I was like, "No, they're not." He's like, "They are open." I was like, "Nuh-uh." So I waited till 7 o'clock and left. 7, like 7-ish something, and left. And lo and behold, they were open. I asked the guy what time they open, and he, of course, one of the guys didn't know. So, I mean, he said, "I think it's 7." I'm like, "Okay." I don't know. Customer service is definitely not as great as it used to be, and we'll just leave it there, right? Because some people think that they're amazing at their jobs, and then they're really not. I um I was just upset about that because I had a I had a cart full of crap. When I tell you I had so much, it was a lot of junk in there. Okay, they say she got a lot of junk in the trunk. Yeah, it was a lot of junk in there. I had so much crap, and that's what really infuriated me. And then my son needs dry erase crap for school, and dry erasers, right? So I go and I'm looking at them, and now I talk a lot of trash about the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, right? And I'm never gonna stop talking trash about the $1.25 tree because I mean it's a $1.25 tree now versus the Dollar Tree. So I think I can get 4 dry erase markers from the store, dollar, 25 tree for a dollar and a quarter. And I was gonna buy 6 for $4.88. And the cheap lady in me was, well, the parent that wants to have all of their kids crap done ahead of time was like, "Yeah, that's a really good deal. It's the top of the line, it's the brand, blah 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 blah." And the cheap person was like, you could probably get 12 versus however many was in there for $5 and some change. And I was like, "Oh yeah." And also I probably could wait a little bit and see if the price goes down, right? So needless to say, I needed to put them back after I had scanned them, and the lady took her sweet time, even though she wasn't helping anybody, to come over and help me. And I was just like, this is just great. I don't, I hate that portion because a lot of people that do want to work, right now it's not a good time to say it's no jobs available, even though people are not working. Um, every place I go to has a now hiring sign on it. The problem is, um, I forgot which way I was rolling it. Things are so much easier not to work for some people than it is to work. So a lot of people are not working. This is so tiny, y'all. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is tiny. I feel like this is a waste of time to actually make this. Um, I don't know why. I just do like this is a. What if we just tried to do this? This is so little. Look at this. We're gonna go through it though because we've already butchered this paper. We're gonna just continue. I think I'm gonna try to do 3. So the dice cut out okay. They have a decent amount on here. Yes, I agree with that. A lot of people want money, but they don't want to work for it. Yeah. My husband's like, it's this post that comes on there that says, somebody asked you why you didn't scan everything, and it says I wasn't trained properly, for people that's shoplifting or whatever. So I don't want to ever get caught up with some silly stuff like that. But I need to take something back that I bought yesterday because it's broken. And I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming one of those people, those old naggy ladies that complain about everything. But I mean, it's my money. I prefer to not have to s- do it the way they are attempting to do it. So we got 2, right? We have 2 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we did that great, right? Yes. Yes, yes, we did. Yeah. So I could tell that they had just emptied the shelves, and maybe people were not coming in because it was the 4th of July. I don't know, but I could tell they had emptied their shelves from the summer stuff, and they're getting ready to go, full fledged right back into summer. And it's interesting. As a child, I never realized that summer was so short because I thought we got 3 months out of school for summer, but my son's school ended on the 20 something, and he's going back in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, he still has one full month left of school, of no school. So that's kind of, I don't know, interesting, weird. All right, so we got our little pieces here. This is going to be a learning thing for me. So if you've already seen one of these happen, and if I do something wrong, please feel free to let me know. Um, I greatly appreciate your input. So I need one more base color. Just gonna tear this off real quick. Excuse me 1 second, please. I'm getting a phone call. All right, so now we're gonna just cut this up. So the one thing I don't really care for are the folders on these little hand cranks. I mean, they're great, but I feel like they tend to bow really fast, especially if you're using them. Yeah, that's what I had told someone else. It was after the holiday, or you had like 1 or 2 days and then you were out of school. But now it's like, I don't know. I saw a picture of Ben Affleck. It was like when your kids are in school, and it was like he's look all happy and go lucky, and then the first day of summer or something like that, and he looks wasted, not like in drunk, but just like tired of the kids or whatever. I was like, oh, I feel your pain, Ben. I feel your pain. All right, so we got this. We're gonna go ahead and fold this. Now, see, I think this should have been like a not perforated, but just a crease, right? So we got this, and I don't think we're gonna need 8 pages, but we will see. We will see. I'm gonna do 3. All right. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue my flaps on. Yep. So I'm thinking we can do like this. Yeah. The middle of August. Oh my goodness. The bad thing is, let's be honest, the parents are probably like, yes, amazing. And the kids are like, no, not amazing. And the teachers are like, I can't wait to see my kids. But at the same time, like when my son's at school, I'm like, oh, I miss him. And then when he's home driving me crazy, I'm like, boy, I can't wait till you go back to school. Now, let's see. I don't know how to do this part. But I think I want to put the flat part down like that. So I want to glue this on here. And I decided to use glue versus tape because Um, I didn't think it through. That's the reason. Just so you know. Like I was literally sitting there like, okay, I don't know what to do. Good morning, Heather. Hopefully you're doing well. You haven't missed anything but me cutting paper, so hopefully you're doing well. You had a great weekend. All right, so we got one, two, three. I stayed home the whole weekend, I believe. It was so exciting I can't remember what I did, right? I went to Walmart yesterday. Yeah, I think I stayed home the whole weekend. But today I'm gonna get out. After we do this video, we as in me and you, I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna put on some I'm gonna take off my craft uniform and put on some street clothes. I saw this thing at Walmart. It's called a computer mat. It's like a foamy mat. And I was like, oh, I should get that for my desk because this is driving me crazy because I haven't washed it recently, but I actually wash it with soap and water, and some of those weird stains won't come up. Those glue stains from different glues. And I was like, how do people do it? Like, I guess people craft on one mat and record on another mat. I'm assuming. Now, if I put this on the inside, I think I'm gonna put this on the outside like that. Oh, wow. Well, when you finish, come on to the south. I need you to do mine, please. Have you ever had someone say, show me something, no judgment, and then after that, they judged you the whole time? You wouldn't do that to me, would you, Heather? Someone's like, let me see your this. Or you show people your collection of, I don't know, socks or whatever. Like, oh my God, how many pairs of socks are you on? Blah, 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 blah. And then, it tends to make me feel like I can't share my oddities with people. Um, like, I don't know if you know, Heather, but you probably know by now that I like stamps a lot. Um, so before I started crafting, before I had my family, I used to go on eBay and I would buy rubber stamps, the old school ones. Well, not old school, but like the ones that are no longer in stock right now from Stampin' Up, etc. All those companies. And I used to just buy a bag of random things. You know, I like random. All right, so we got this going. Let's burnish this down. Um, and if I was to show you the boxes and boxes of stamps that I have, I wouldn't want to feel judged. But I've shown people things before and they've come back and said stuff. So I tend to not want to share like share my things. Like I would never, like I've said before, I'll never ever do a room tour. Excuse me one second, please. I'll never do a room tour. It's some things that I'll never do. I'll never show my stash of certain things unless I'm trying to get rid of them. Um, I probably wouldn't even show like an organization location just because I feel um, people, people are so amazing sometimes and not other times, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put this on here. Now I was thinking, should I put the layer pieces on first? And I'm like, it may work. But also, since I don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm gonna do it this way, just so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, that looks like a nice taco, delicious taco right there. Yeah, so that'll work, and then we can put another one that way. So that's great. Tomorrow I have to go to the doctor, get blood drawn. It's time for my annual exam. Um, it's gonna be fun, lots of fun. I went to the doctor earlier this year, and not my regular doctor. It's a female doctor, so it's female stuff, right? And she put me on some medicine, and I'm like, why didn't this dude do that? But it is what it is. I think I want to try and slide this down because this is gonna be a back to back. This is one wonky looking taco. All right, so I think because if I do it like this, I mean, it won't be a problem on this side. So I've done these before, but with envelopes, and I used to always have to make my seams like this. So we're gonna cut this one down. Let me um, put this glue on. I did my 303 video, and I wanted to do another project, but I didn't want to do the project. I wanted to do something different, but I just did not want to color. I didn't want to stamp and color. Because I woke up that morning, right, on the third, and I was like, hmm, today's the third. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait, today is the third. Did I make a video for the third already? No. So then I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? Because I have a few things that I want to do. I just don't know if I want to do um how I want to do it. Because I feel like I want to do on the third a video that could lead into the 10 on the 10th, but I'm not sure. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this down and try to slide it as close as possible to the edge. Um, yeah, I was like, what time is it? Like, and it was early in the morning. It was the very early in the morning. So like I have plenty of time to do, something to have the video released at a decent time. So here I am looking for the thing that I want to try to do, and I can't find it, right? It's some dyes. I can't find it because I was looking at my email, and Honeybee Stamps has a new Christmas thing because it's July, right? It's going to be July when I saw the video. No, it is July, right? Because we're in July, but you know what July is. The email I got, I think, was the 30th. Maybe it's the first. So it's Christmas in July, right? Or it will be this whole month because it's July. Duh. So anyway, words. What are they? With it being Christmas in July, a lot of things are going to be Christmas related. We just got to, if we don't like that, then we just need to close our emails and not look at them. So here we go. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if 2 pages is good, right? Because if we had just these 2-page albums, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and do the cover. Hopefully that makes sense. Christmas in July. So Honeybee Stamps they the email I received was very influencing. Look at this. I don't know. I don't like this. It's so tiny. I'm just gonna slide that to the side. What size is this one? Let's just do 3. 3 inches. roughly. The next time I complain about my paper cutter not cutting right, just say you just cut some thick paper and you want to do right by you when you didn't do right by it. Remind me of that, right? Did I put that we was gonna do some beading in this thing? I don't know. Very Crafty asked me to try something, so I'm gonna try that. But it's gonna be a regular video, I believe. All right, yeah. All right. Let's see if this is gonna be better. So you know how you get subscription mail and you don't have any control over some things. This probably would not be one of my, oh my God, this is so great. I want to buy these type of things. Only because, I don't know. Everyone's calling me today. Excuse me 1 second, please. All right. So is my uncle. I always try to answer the phone when he calls. Um, you know, um, just because I don't want to miss a call and something has happened to him. So here we go. We're gonna do these. And we're gonna check it out and see how it looks. If not, I mean, we'll figure out something if it looks not as good. But I have a feeling this is gonna look better than the other thing. At least I'm hoping. But you can tell me before I go and come on. Before I go and cut all these pages up. I mean, I already did it right. I didn't ask y'all then, did I? You let me know. This is the regular. This is the large size. Or this. Which one do y'all want? So this would be two, and this is one. So you want us to do one or two or dos? Uno or dos? Heather said one. All right, let's do one. Anyone else? Anyone else like the smaller size? Anyone want to jump out there and tell me one? I mean, two? No? Y'all sure? So I have a question. I want you to okay. Uno. Okay, thank you. I want to know how you all feel about repeat live craft streams. It would be me live, but it would be just me doing a project that I have already done in the past. So I really wanted to play with some flowers today, right? But I didn't because I feel like sometimes not everybody wants to see the same thing over and over and over and over again. Two, four, 6, 8. Okay. I mean, it's the same technique. It's nothing changing about the flowers. This is totally different, right? But essentially, most of the time, craft projects, if you're doing paper crafting, it's pretty much the same. It's just different papers, different colors. If you're making a card, you have a fold in it. You're gonna have a layered piece or something. Essentially, it's the same card. It's a card. A card is a card is a card, but the way you make it is different. I just like making flowers. I have a some wood pieces that I want to put the flowers on, in, around, and I need those flowers first. But I just enjoy making flowers, and it would be paper flowers versus the foam flowers that I've done in the past. But I also think, so this is just me, right? This is going to sound really crazy. Say, for example, you are a content creator, right? Which you are, Heather. Um, but in general, if you're a content creator and you make craft stuff, right? And so you mentioned on your channel, oh yeah, I've made flowers. And someone's like, oh, do you have a tutorial for, the flowers that you made? You say, yeah, it's, flower tutorial, blah, blah, blah. You can look in my catalog and see what it is. And so someone goes and looks in your catalog and it's from 2010. Do you really think that the person's going to watch it if it's other more recent? Oh, I have no, I was going to say, I have no berries on here at all. Do you think people will watch it since it's not as recent as maybe, Bob's super flower situation that he do every week? I feel like your basic thing, like the basic thing that you're known for. For example, if my name was the flower spot, the flower lady, um, or Bees Jewelry Emporium, I don't know, where we make a lot of beaded projects, I would think that you would want to see those techniques and tutorials new. Now, I'm not saying like every week is the same video because that would be boring and it would get stale. But in general, I just want to go ahead and say I do not like this situation, just so you know. Um, I like this part of it, but not the other stuff. Now we want this to dry a bit faster, Kalal. I do like the wiggle room, but I want it to dry. Yeah. So, we'll see. I do tend to try and do a few repeat things because someone has asked me before. I did a project, and the thing is, some of the projects that I do not like, I will not repeat them, right? But people have asked me, do you have a tutorial? I'm like, yes. Or I'm like, no, I linked the person that I learned this situational thing from them. Because I feel like sometimes when I do a tutorial, mine is longer windeder versus theirs simple, sweet, short, to the point video. So, like for example, this project that I learned from Nada's Creations, I just redid it because she gave me permission to do it again. But I mean, she does a great job at explaining how to do it. Do you know who she is? Maybe, maybe not. So I always tell my friends that do projects from a tutorial. I'm like, why didn't you make a tutorial? She was like, they always say, because so and so already made a tutorial. I'm like, but maybe people are not watching so and so's channel. Maybe they don't know who that person is. And it's good if you make one. And then you can always say, I got this idea from this person. At least that's my thoughts on it. I could be wrong. And if you think I am, I welcome that conversation. All right. These are some weird things. Like, if we had cut out the flowers, we could plop a flower on the front of this maybe. I would say this is a cool idea. It's just too small. Right. This is a small little taco. So we may do this again, but if I do it again, I'm going to use my die cutting machine to cut it out because I would prefer this to be like a 5 by 7 or maybe 4.5 by 5 situation. Not currently what it is, which is very small. I think it's 2.5. Yeah, two, not even. Roughly, roughly 2.25 by 5, I believe. Yeah. So it's small. It's very small. So this is like a little petite book you can give to, if you want to make a bunch of these up, you can give them to your craft friends if you go to like some type of little crafty event. But I would not recommend making a bunch of these um, unless it's like a get together. You and your friends are getting together and you're doing it as a group, not you making 30 of these by yourself. Because it's fun to, piece all your stuff together, but I wouldn't recommend doing a bunch of these. I don't know. This glue is like rebelling today. It's like I don't want to work. And the thing is, with the white glue on the black paper, it's gonna if it oozes out, it's gonna get all messed up. I don't want that. See, it's not even sticking. Oh, maybe it is. I just have it on the wrong page. I don't know. So as a person that makes videos, content, it's always like you want to stay true to yourself, right? Because that's what the people come to see, you being your authentic, true to yourself person. In the same breath, you also want to make sure it's not the same stuff over and over and over and over again, unless that's what you're known for. If you're known for making models, make it for me. If I were to watch, I'm subscribed to a few people. They make models, clay busts, and molds. It never gets old to me because it's not like they're making the same model. They're not, a lot of them are not using the same material. They're doing different techniques. They're showing different ways to do stuff, but it's the same. Essentially, it's the same, right? Like this is a book. A book has a spine and has pages. No way of getting around that this is not a book, an album, whatever we call it, but it's the book. And I've made thousands of these. Well, not thousands, but I made a lot of these on the channel. So that's why I was asking. Um, because some things can get old for people. She's making another book. Or she's using stickers, paper. I mean, that's how you make the books. I hope that makes sense. Whereas, other people may be doing different things. For example, I watched a lady use some embossing powder, and I was like, on a project, and I was like, I really would love to try that. But, my situation with embossing powder, not the best. Like, we're not friends. The I don't get it. And I think because I think it's an easy thing to do and that's why I just can't figure it out too well. So I'm not sure if you noticed I was able to slide this up because this glue is not sticking down as quickly as it would be if I was using a quick drying glue, which is great because we need that wiggle room. Sometimes did I lose a page? No way, Jose. Couldn't have lost a page. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. All right. Well, apparently I can't count. We'll have to make more. I don't know. But yeah. So, that's my I guess my mental process when it comes to what I want to create. And on the live streams, I'm always like, okay, I know that I'm not going to get 1,000 people watching me go live. I'm not a artist premiering anything new. I'm not about to release my stamp set, and you know what I'm saying. Like, so I have to think about the people that support me, and if they want to see what do you all want to see. And if it's something different, I owe Samara one project so far. She asked me to do something, and I haven't done it yet. It's an interactive card. The one I looked up to try to do, I was like, I can't do that. But of course, I'm an inner self saboteur type of person. So I was like, I can't do it. I mean, I have to watch the video a few times, and I'll probably be able to do it. I'm gonna put this yellow sheet in, and then I think I need to. So we can put this in. I'm gonna put this in the back right here. Nah, let's just cut this down. Let's cut it down and cut it out. Right, cut it down, cut it out, and keep it moving. I do have. I'm doing a new collaboration starting this month, and so that should be really fun to see how it's going to work out. I have a few projects that I want to do, but it's taking me a little bit longer to get back in the swing of crafting than I thought it would from when I was ill earlier. So I need one, two, three. I need two. How did I lose 2 pages? I need two. One, two. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes, a lot of crafters, from what I've witnessed and seen, they've lost their mojo and they quit. And we talked about this last week, I think. Um, I've been subscribed to this one lady for a while, and she stopped making videos. And she'll make a video, say I'm back, then she'll disappear again, and then she'll make another video back. I'm back for real this time, and then she'll disappear again. Um, and I think just the way things are currently in the world, um, things are a little bit more uncertain. And that's if you believe in medical, religious. It's a lot of just weird stuff that's happening. And it could cause you to not want to, you know, be creative. Ooh, ooh. I have to be careful. I had knocked over my card the other day and the camera came loose. So, and I don't know how YouTube does not like me, right? Because whenever something stops working, YouTube refuses to like jumpstart. It's like I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I think we'll do these like that on this side. Yeah. I had asked Liz about someone that I watch. And I was like, "Can you see if they're on Instagram?" And they are on Instagram, and they've changed their focus. A lot of I think with at the beginning of 2020, the middle of 2020, a lot of people quit YouTube. Some people quit YouTube in 2019 because of Copa Kappa. Because the thing is, most crafters don't curse. They're not showing profanity. They're not showing body parts. They're not doing anything. So, a child may be interested in looking at a craft video, um, which can be unsettling to crafters. I still see people put this is not intended for children. I don't put that on there. It's not my goal to attract a youthful audience. I need people that are more mindful of things and Not saying everybody that's an adult can rationalize and have really good free thought, but that is my hope that the people that I deal with, hang out with, or consider to be my friends are mindful of their actions and the things they say. I don't think children are really mindful of that. Even people that are my age oftentimes still act immature. And I think the thing is, it's a saying, and I don't know how it goes, or a meme, someone will throw a rock and hide the hand behind their back, in some instances. And I think that's a problem. And I think, like, one of the people I used to watch, I think that's what happened, and they got turned off by the nasty negative comments that people were leaving for them on their one of their videos. And I was like, oh. So I reached out to a few people and asked them how are they doing. And one person never responded, and I was like, oh crap, maybe they didn't make it. And then another person was like, yes, I'm fine. I was like, okay. And my goal is never to be like, so why are you not doing YouTube videos? What, don't let these people shake you or break your whatever. But you never know what that person is actually dealing with, to assume that your words could be the ones that will make them come out of not wanting to make YouTube videos, right? Like, how pompous of that, how much of a butthead or how powerful do you really think that you are? I think we're going to try to cut this down and put that in the center real quick. So let's see. I just always wish people well. And some people stop making YouTube videos because life is rough in general. They're going through things, and they don't need us on their back asking them, why you not doing this? Why you not doing that? Why'd you put that yellow on that orange? That's ugly. I think that's one thing that the internet has created, a lot of people that want to tell you how and what you can and cannot do. I'm a firm believer in trying to practice everything that I preach. So I try not to be, I mean, and I do fall short. I'm not saying that I haven't said things that I instantly regretted. I wish I had thought it through. I still believe what I say. I just, it's better ways to say you suck, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Because I think a lot of people, like when you're drunk, if you drink and you're like, oh, so and so doesn't realize that I don't like them or that I do like them. And when you're drunk, that you get that liquid courage and go over and tell Susie Q, hey, Susie, I think you're amazing. I love you. And then the next day you're embarrassed to see her because Susie's not a drinker, right? She's sober, and she's listening to you tell her that she's amazing. And now you're embarrassed. My camera, I think, has dirt on the lens, so I'm gonna wipe it real quick. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, something was going on this side right here was fuzzy to me. Um, so I don't know. I still don't like this. Just so y'all know, it's cute. It's a cute idea. I mean, we could probably do some things to it, make it a little clutch. Um, but in general, let's, I just feel like this one is a little bit better. I'm biased. Yes, we know that though, right? We know that I'm biased. But think about it. I mean, what am I going to put in this album? Tell me. What am I going to put in here? I'll wait. It has to be some well precise placement of things. Um, we're going to try to make it work, y'all. So we're going to put this little, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll put this in the back right here. On the side, I should say. If you're wondering why I chose black as the base, is because the paper has a lot of polka dots, black polka dots, just black dots in it. I thought that would be cool to do. Right. And so I don't know if anything will actually fit in here properly. Okay. Crooked. If I didn't put stuff crafted straight, if I ever do put something just straight, 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 please check on me because something's definitely wrong. Okay. Definitely wrong. We're going to put this little flower right here. Can I put travel notes here? I think I can. Let's see. I'm serious. If I ever put anything um, down straight, I am definitely not who I say I am at that point. Okay. Did anyone celebrate 4th of July? Fireworks, barbecue, anything like that? Or did you just, if you had the day off, did you treat it like a regular day off or what? Last week, I have a friend who's Canadian, and so last week was Canada Day. And I was like, why does Canada have a day? My American snobbery ignorance came out right then, and she was like, "Well, to celebrate Canada." I was like, "What for, though? Like, why?" And a lot of people um, don't really know why certain holidays are the holidays that they are. And so I was like, "You don't know, do you? You don't know." So I went and looked it up. I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, it's nothing like super duper major. Just like our Independence Day is it's an independence thing or whatever. I was like, Canada always copying, because they don't have Mother's Day the same day that we have our Mother's Day. Their Thanksgiving is different. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you having Thanksgiving? Oh, how nice. That sounds like a lot of stuff. Just reading that makes me tired almost. Like, whew, I'm winded. It's a lot of work. So, do I need to go half on your ticket for you to be here or what? All right, so let's go ahead and put this flower on back down right here. Okay, so we got that. We don't have anything on the outside. That's okay though. And we're going to use some of these dice that they gave us. I guess we're going to use this little piece right here because I have a few. Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Heather out here doing the work for all of us, so we ain't have to worry about working. What did I don't even remember what I did, so it was obviously nothing. Um, like zero, zilch, nada, niente, zil. Um, and I'm definitely okay with that, like not doing anything. Wait, did I do something? We went out to eat on Friday. The big roommate came home and we went out to eat on Friday. And then Saturday, I think I cooked dinner. I know I cooked dinner Sunday. Maybe I didn't cook dinner Saturday. I don't know. Like, I don't remember. I like how they have this little imprint versus a cutout in here. That's really cool. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it right here. And I think, yeah. Heather said what she does is glamp. She said, I go glamping, darling. Not camping, glamping. All right. Let's go back to these little pieces over here on here. This polka dot. We're going to find a spot right here. Okay. Now, sheet says take note. I don't know what we're taking note to on this little bitty tiny thing. But I think we could use catalog. We can put it here. And then one last thing. I'm going to put something right here. This little flower piece. You know, I always pull out my stickers. When in doubt, pull out your stickers and see what you can do. All right, now I do have some other stickers. I was like, I'm gonna put some butterflies on here, right? But when I cut it out, I was like, ooh, it's too small. It's so tiny. Nothing's gonna fit. Excuse me one second. All right, so let's see. I have just these little stickers from, last week. I don't have many. I wanted to put a rolled flower on here. I guess I could do that real quick. We'll see. Roll two or three flowers on here. So let's see. Uh, yeah. You never thought this was gonna come back in handy, huh? If you ever did that in school. Let's see. My son keeps asking to go camping. I'm like, you and your dad can go camping on the back porch. Because my son is scared of the dark, so he says. And I'm like, the reason why I say so, he says, because he'll do stuff in the dark. But then when it's bedtime, he's like, I'm afraid of the dark. So maybe it's a little bit different. And maybe he's watched enough silly cartoons where the kid is afraid of the dark. And he's adopted that mindset, which kind of drives me crazy. But, he has to grow into himself, his own personality eventually. He gets into a lot of stuff. I'm like, you too bad to get in to be so scary. Like it's very like if you turn your back for like half a second. Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. Did I just no I didn't. I thought I had lost it. All right. So the reason why I don't put the glue down on my makeshift ones is because I always want to see how they look when I have makeshifted did them first, right? Before I glue it down. And now that it looks okay, all I'm going to do is take some glue, take this tacky glue, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm just going to hold it down in place. Add a little bit more glue. Okay. I'm just applying some pressure. Okay, so we got one. I'm not sure if y'all are into that or not. And I think let's do this cute little bird cage right here. And we're going to put hello friend. Hi, Berry Crafty. I was talking about you earlier. It was not good. You missed it. Glad you missed it. So got this. And I was just saying how you was saying that you showed me the watermelon things. It was very pretty and cool at the Dollar Tree. And I had said I went to the Dollar Tree and they didn't have any stuff. I think that's all the bad stuff I said about you. I just rolled that flour for nothing. I'm a little bit upset with myself. I think that's it, y'all. I think that is what we're going to call this project done before I start trying to make it look a certain kind of way. Yes, an album. So semi-circuit album using the Coco and Reno pieces. I don't know how many come in here. Let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 10, 8, 9, or 11. 10, 11 pieces come in. So at first I had cut these pieces, right? The larger piece, and I was going to layer it with this, but I didn't think it looked right, and neither did anyone else. So we cut more big pieces out. Now I can make a ladybug, right? I don't know. Anyway, so that is the project. Let's look at it once more. Put this up first, please. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, because I just knocked something over and I heard a beep in my ear, like you cutting it close. Ma'am, is what I heard. Ugh. I swear something is definitely wrong with me. All right, so I rolled a flower. It's not that pretty, but I rolled one, and we'll use it in another project. So this is the front, the side, and the back. It's so small though. What is it? 2 by 5. We'll give it a nice 2.5 by 5 inches, and you open it up. I mean, it's so tiny. What are you gonna put in here? Love notes to yourself? I don't know. I just made it like travel notes. If you go somewhere, you can do that, and then we just put some stickers on here. Hopefully, you can put one of those small little pictures here, some stuff here. I mean, people have went all out. I tried to find a few Coco Reno videos, and I just typed in semi half circle album, and people have pictures from like last year. I mean, the video from last year, so it's not a new concept to take a circle and fold it in half. But I do like the spine, how they created that, and then this page, and then this, and then I made a little place you could put a picture if you wanted to, right here. I guess so, ma'am. It could. Mm. And I think I would probably only do 2 pages. I added another page because I was like, I wanted to be a little bit fuller. But 2 pages, if you're going to do many embellishments, 2 pages would probably be all that is needed for that. Um, I think we're going to call it a day here because I don't have anything else to show you, and I don't want to push my luck with the thing going out. Unless y'all have questions for me, I have a few project requests that I want to try to work on in the next couple of days. I don't know if there'll be live streams though. So just so y'all know, I'm going to try to do live streams only on Tuesdays for now. With this school year, summer being almost over, we have like roughly a month. I want to try and do some morning activities because it's going to be getting hotter and hotter. Here it's 100 something. It's just, it's hot. If you live in a hot state, it's hot. But I do plan on trying to still come on live on Tuesdays. And once school starts back, we'll be back on our regular schedule program Tuesdays and Fridays, just not on any collaboration days. So I don't know, it's Friday the 10th. If Friday's the 10th, then it's going to be 10 on the 10th anyway. So I don't have to worry about that. So if you don't have any questions, I don't have anything. I want to say thank y'all all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this little mini album, mini book, mini something. Until next time, happy crafting.